So this is Christmas.
Like, what have you done?
Exactly.
Happy, merry, whatever it is you celebrate. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, etc.
All the stuff.
And even if you don't celebrate any of it, we're here to wish you glad tidings.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we've just finished filming for the year today. And we just wanted to take a moment, firstly, to wish you the very best of everything, but also to thank a few people.
Indeed.
Before we get on to some of our favourite moments from the year. The reason it's not a full show today is because we are taking the week off.
Indeed. We're going to down tools. We're going to down screens.
Yep.
And we're going to unplug and defrag and spend some time with the family. Just
all that good stuff.
All the good stuff.
We would like to encourage you, if you are in any way able to do the same, to do the same.
Yeah.
Get some peace.
Indeed.
Peace, man. Peace.
Man.
So yeah, before we get onto some clips then, let's say some thank yous to some people. It's been a flipping weird year.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Another weird year, but a great year.
Boy.
And for that, we are first and foremost and always massively grateful to you lot.
Indeed. Thank you so much. Every time you guys watch a video and buy merch and that sort of stuff, it's amazing, and it enables us to do what we do. So we're so grateful to all of you. A massive thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, guys.
We really appreciate it. Massive thank you to our patrons on Patreon. To our patrons on Patreon. Patrons on Patreon.
Patreons, people on Patreon.
Yes,
thank you very much.
So much. Patrons, patrons on Patreon as well.
Indeed.
Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it.
And also for being part of that slightly odd community that is the TPS crowd that we just love, and it's like a family, and we are extremely grateful that you're here and that you join us for VCQ on Mondays. Thanks so much for all of that. Clearly it wouldn't happen without you guys.
Indeed. And also thanks so much to all of our guests on our experience days that have come up. Wonderful, wonderful.
We've rolled out the experience days. We've done 2 now. We've got 5 more in for next year. Sorry to say they're all booked up, but that's been a great thing, and everyone that's come here and done that.
Amazing.
We should say thank you. Some big things have happened this year for us. That pedal shop.
That pedal shop
in the US. So we got to say a massive thanks to Russ, Jason and Corbin who've put that together for us. If you haven't seen that, pedalshop.com, please go there. And of course, all the manufacturers who have got on board and are represented in that pedal shop. It's a really big deal.
Yeah. Actually, thank you to all the pedal builders out there for doing what you do.
Yeah.
We would be nothing without you.
Yeah.
So, thank you. But of course, a very special thank you to Keeley and to the guys at Jam Pedals.
Yeah.
We're so grateful for your support. It's been amazing.
Yeah, Keeley for the D&M drive. You guys have remained committed to that, and it's just amazing. And likewise, Jam with the Harmonious Monk. It's
wonderful.
Such a privilege to work with you guys for all of that. So thank you. I think for such a heartfelt message, Dan, I need some headgear.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Well, I've just realised that.
Oh, yes, of course.
I just realised I'm not really keeping my end up, as it were. So there you go. That's better.
That's great. Every time I see that thing, it just gets more ridiculous.
Speaking of VCQ, we must thank BV.
BV, superstar.
BV Ninja for moderating and keeping that chat room a healthy place to be.
Indeed.
Which is no mean feat. And for all the support and everything else, BV, we massively appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
We've had to write a list so we don't forget anyone. We got to thank Andertons for being an exclusive preferred retailer of that pedal show. Truth be told, we would not be here if it wasn't for Lee Anderton.
Yep. He was so supportive from the very start.
Yep.
Yeah, wonderful.
And a great friend and a great mentor and all of those things. So everyone at Andertons, thank you so much. Likewise, Pedal Empire, Matt, been on board since the beginning.
Indeed, Matt and the gang.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Who else do we need to mention? We want to thank Dougie for playing the drums.
He's been wonderful. He is wonderful.
Yeah. Simon for all the help with production.
Indeed.
We need to say a massive thanks to Hayden, who's new to the team this year, who has basically saved our bacon in that pedals gretschshowstore.com, helping out Catherine pack up all the orders every day.
He has. He's been wonderful.
Everything from customer service to packing stuff to just making it work.
Yep. Legend.
Thank you, Hayden.
Yep.
We need to say Rob for the redesign. We redesigned this year. We had a new logo, a whole new bunch of stuff, and Rob at Orion Studios did that for us. It is turning into the Queen's speech where we're thanking absolutely everyone. I'd like to thank the Dalai Lama.
Everyone's wondering if we're going to make it to the end.
Yeah, are we ever going to make it to the end? I don't know. Who have we missed? Catherine, we got to say a massive thank you to Catherine for kind of keeping the wheels rolling.
Like man alive. Yeah.
Yeah, Catherine keeps it rolling. So
absolutely.
Bebbers, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's us, Dan.
I think that's us.
Yeah. More of all of this silliness in 2022. Bigger ambition.
Yep.
More stuff.
More
everything.
Yeah.
More better.
Lovely. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic Christmas, New Year stuff. And here are some of our favourite moments.
Roll VT.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Why are we here then? Let's talk about that.
Okay. We are here because I've had this setup and this way of using my amp and guitar for most of my gigging career, really, sort of fairly simple. And I've liked the idea for quite a while of just adding some extra stuff like delay, or also I really like old Fender amps, and they've got the really nice vibrato that you get on them. Sounds amazing. It's really big sound, but it's really clear as well. It's a lot clearer than using it just with the one amp.
Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Simon here.
Man, that was just achingly beautiful.
Random noodlings.
Oh, mate. Far out.
Holes in the guitar, not big enough for the pots. Drill required. Hold on to your hats, people. This is actually going to happen. I hope this drill bit is sharp. We're about to find out. And as fans of Paul Gilbert will know, there is only one brand of drill guitar players are allowed to use. This is either going to work or it ain't.
if I was starting out again today, I don't know if I would have ended up being a guitar player. Now, ever since I mentioned that, it's been going around in my mind. What was I talking about? What would I have done instead? Why is it so different today? Now, it's in our nature to compare ourselves to other people. In certain ways, that's what drives the human race on. But I've just heard so many times from, other guitar players, it's like they'll see someone amazing and throw their hands in the air and say, well, why would I bother? What can I possibly have to offer? So I understand that I'm not the best guitar player in the world. Most of the time, I'm not even the best guitar player in the room. So without any false modesty, I can play fine. And I've got a good memory for arrangements, and I've got a good ear for harmony. And I've always had a level of attention to detail to my sound. But here it is. This is my entire point. You don't have to be the greatest guitar player in the world. You just have to love it. I can honestly say I love every note I play. Even the bad ones, even the mistakes, even when I don't love it, I still love it.
Mick? Done. Mick! Done!
Steady, boys, we've still got the screen. COVID regulations still in place. Sorry.
Now, ideally, you do this by hand, but it's a sharp tool, unlike me. Have to say, the tubing is a winner. Hard to know. Yeah, there's... I've done it again. I didn't take the flipping... Dozy.
Shall we do the reveal?
Let's do the reveal. I'll lift the volante.
Okay.
You do the tablecloth and the saucers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Ready? Oh my God! I'm like, okay, are they temperature sensitive? And he's like, I could hear his like palm hitting his forehead down the end of the phone. He's like, yes, they are. So, by way of long introduction, what we've got today is some interesting apparatus. We've got a bunch of fuzzes in the fridge.
We do. I arrived after you. I thought, oh, I better put mine in the freezer just to catch up.
So it's not going to get any louder.
Right, okay.
That's it.
Right.
So if we wanted it to be louder, I'd have to turn it down a bit,
Okay.
bizarrely. Nice weight. Oh no, I thought it was in this pool. That's cool. That's really cool. It's about £7.5, just over, which is, you know, on the cusp for me in terms of weight of a Tele. As I mentioned yesterday, I will do close-up shots because you won't be able to see in very good detail here. The aging on the neck is really nice.
Hello and welcome to this final of the 2021 T-shirt folding Olympics, brought to you by Fair Dinkum Flea and Worming Treatment.
We're looking at Steinhardt, the Australian contender, and Tele, the great pretender, the challenger to the crown of Steinhardt's 47 gold medals. Limbering up there, these athletes are in great shape.
Yeah, they're in some sort of shape.
Have to get those hip flexors fully moving, arms, shoulders, and of course, crown jewels.
It's the final. It's the big one. You can cut the tension in the air with something very, very sharp indeed.
The tension is palpable. Wait for the gun. Off they go!
Oh, a bit of a push there from Steinhardt, but as we all know, rubbing is racing, Michael. Rubbing is racing.
The Australian is certainly going to capitalise on this early advantage.
Oh, he's not using the contraption though.
Another little nudge there from Steinhardt. Seems gamesmanship more important than foldsmanship here. The Australian really showing his experience here. The Englishman's got his folding contraption all the wrong way around. It just looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. I think he might have been on the sauce last night, if I'm honest.
Ah, yes, but look at the technique from the Australian there. He's abandoned the folding technique. He's gone for the traditional folding by hands.
The Fosbury fold. Taylor is absolutely nowhere. Steinhart's going for the bag. Nobody bags this early.
He's always been known for his bagging technique. Serious bagger, that Steinhardt.
You'd be happy if you'd bought one of these from that pedal show store, I think.
Lovely technique there. The sticky nuts comes off the back. He's folded it down. Oh, and he's done. He's done.
Taylor is absolutely nowhere. Do I sense some slight resignation in his attitude?
To be fair, I think Steinhardt put him right off his game at the start. That's tactics. But being classy, Taylor's still finishing it. Oh, I don't know. He's classy, or is he throwing the toys? No, he's thrown the toys out of the pram.
He's lost it.
He's lost it.
Certain disqualification.
Gold for Australia.
Looks like gold for Australia. Silver for Britain.
Quality folding that. Whoa, he's bundled him.
Like a flying hippopotamus.
And yet very impressive not to show any sign of crack there at the end from Taylor. I think fantastic display from both men.
Gold medal for Australia.
Mick, I've been thinking about buffers.
Oh, God. Maybe I'll understand it this time.
So I want you to think of your guitar cable as a garden hose, right? And every 10 centimetres of this garden hose, we've got a little pinprick in there, and it just leaks a little bit of water, right? If we double the amount of garden hose, we double the pinpricks, right? And then whatever we have left with at the end is what we get to water on our flowers, okay? But if we have a really long garden hose with all those pinpricks, the longer the hose, the more we lose.
Yeah.
All right? What the buffer does is if we have a massive long garden hose, it's like a little water pump, our power shower, as it were, that we can stick in the middle of the garden hose to say, I want to get, more out, I want to lose less water.
Yeah.
So we get as much out as we put in, basically.
Yeah, and you can have a pump at the beginning and one at the end, or you can have them at varying points all the way along the hose.
Exactly.
It's nice, I like it. So it's enabling more of that water to end up coming out of the pipe.
Yeah.
In a stronger fashion.
But yeah, basically. I mean, it's not the perfect analogy, but, it gives you a visualization of basically what that buffer does. We are building Paul David's pedal board. So what I want to do is I want to take you through the process behind the planning of the board, choosing the right actual pedal board itself, the pedals, the power, patch leads, load of Ps, and take you through that process and show you what we ended up with. Right, so you can see here I'm getting the patch leads run to all the pedals in the loop order that I want them to go to. And once they're all in, we can start testing. Right, MIDI. We have 7 MIDI controllable pedals on this board.
Very best to you, Paul.
Let's see if we can make dotted eighth work in a band.
Oh man, sounding unbelievable.
Yeah. Did I say true vintage springs? They need to be
No,
made out of the
true
right
vintage
stuff.
springs. Okay.
Yeah, this. Look at that bridge.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that new?
Well, yes.
Wow.
It needs to sit slightly off centre. Did you know that this never sits right in the middle?
No. Yeah. So
Yeah. Patent numbers? You want a lesson on those?
later. Let's have a cup of tea. Thanks everyone.
Pick guard bevel. That's really, really important. The font of the numbers.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thanks everyone. Bye.